Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to DHES TV News. Happy February. And happy Black History Month. This is a week, Thursday, February 4th, 2021. And I'm Mr. Thompson with today's announcements. Teachers, please read your staff announcements. Pandas, are you prompt and present? Are you ready for the attendance challenge? Pandas, get ready for the Attendance Matters celebration. Please welcome your school counselor, Mrs. Moody. Panda family, it's February. Our theme for the month of February is kindness. Join us as we celebrate Black History Month. Welcome Genesis Chicas Umana as she leads us through the Pledge of Allegiance and the District Heights Panda Pledge. And get fit as Mr. Jeffries leads us through the Get Fit Minute. To all of our DHES Panda family born in the month of February, happy birthday! DHES Panda family, it's February. Are you ready for the February Attendance Challenge? Every day we will shout out the classes with the highest attendance percentage in each grade. If you want your class to be shouted out on the morning announcements, make sure you are prompt and present every day. And now for today's shout-outs. Pre-K, kindergarten, Miss Bacani and Miss Long's class. First grade, Miss Anderson's class. Second grade, Miss Brown's class. Third grade, Miss Hooks' class. Fourth grade, Miss Harris's class. And fifth grade, Mr. Butler's class. Congratulations to the winners. Keep showing up so we can shout you out. DHES Panda family, attendance matters. The Attendance Matters celebration for students who received a 95% or higher will be held on Friday, February 5th from 12:45 to 1:45 p.m. Students will have the opportunity to choose from 3 different movies. Please check your Google Classroom on Friday to see if you have a ticket. And now a word from your school counselor, Mrs. Moody.
Good morning. It is your friendly neighborhood school counselor coming to you for day 4. We are celebrating National School Counseling Week. As we talk about perseverance, I'm reminded of the need to face our fears. Sometimes fear can be a major barrier to moving forward. We all have things we're afraid of. I know I do. Think about the fears that might be holding you back from persevering. What holds you back from accomplishing your goals? Fears are perfectly normal, and sometimes we need help to face them. Remember that I'm here for you. But if you are not comfortable talking to me, reach out to your friends, your family, or another adult you trust. Speaking your fears out loud is the first step to defeating them. Remember, guys, I am all in for you, my students. I'm all in for building an equitable and inclusive school because every student deserves to be seen and heard and valued. It is my responsibility to help my students, you, find your voice and to create opportunities for you to be seen. Okay, guys, being fearless, facing your fears is the Read Aloud books. In the Bitmoji Google Classroom in your Google Classroom. The books are Orion and the Dark and Lionheart. Don't forget to try out our activity to see if you can face your fears. Have a wonderful day on purpose, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Mrs. Moody.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea.
Throughout Mae Jemison's life, excelling in one area has never been enough. Sure, we know her as the first African-American woman in space, but there's so much more that makes Jemison extraordinary. Mae grew up in Chicago, where like most kids, she dreamed of being a fashion designer, archaeologist, or astronaut. She decided at an early age she would go to space. Astronauts back then were exclusively white and male, but those aboard the USS Enterprise on Star Trek were different, particularly Lieutenant Uhura, and that allowed young Mae to see someone that looked like her in space. Even as a kid, she was extraordinary. She graduated high school at 16 and went to Stanford. She double majored in chemical engineering and African and Afro-American studies. During her junior year, she had to decide if she should be a doctor or a professional dancer, which were both legitimate options for her. She chose medical school and even worked in a Cambodian refugee camp in Thailand. And she didn't just become a doctor. In 1983, she became the Area Peace Corps Medical Officer for Sierra Leone and Liberia in West Africa. She managed all the healthcare for the Peace Corps, wrote manuals for self-care, researched rabies with the CDC, and was in charge of medical care for the U.S. Embassy. And she was 27. After 2 years there, she returned to America and began working as a general practitioner in Los Angeles and took graduate-level engineering classes at the same time. And even then, she was still like, I could do more. So she applied to become an astronaut in 1985 and wasn't deterred when the Challenger exploded the next year. She reapplied and was selected out of 2,000 applicants to train to be an astronaut.
And liftoff of Space Shuttle Endeavour.
September 12, 1992, Jemison made history when she took off aboard the Endeavour for 8 days in space. As a science mission specialist, her job was to conduct experiments on the crew on motion sickness and bone cells. After her big dream was realized, Jemison decided to take it easy as an environmental studies professor at Dartmouth College, starting an educational nonprofit, a science camp, and serving as principal for 100 Year Starship, an initiative working to travel beyond our solar system in the next 100 years. Oh, and in 1993, she guest starred on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Jemison has gone back and forth on this whole role model thing. She didn't really want to be the poster child for black female astronauts, but she did want young girls, and the old white men that would hire them someday, to see that your race or gender doesn't limit you.
Till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of it.
And now it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand, place your right hand over your heart, and follow along as Genesis Chicas Humana leads us through the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and for liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing, raise your right hand, and follow along as Genesis leads us through the District Heights Panda Pledge.
Today at District Heights, I pledge to do my best. I will be prepared. I will be respectful. I will show integrity. I will be determined to excel. Today at District Heights, I will be great.
And now it's time for the Get Fit Minute with Mr. Jeffries. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in to DHES TV News. Have a great day on purpose. Bye-bye now.